Hello, it's saying, I hope so here. So let's just go straight to the point, okay? So this young woman came to my DM, and Obisami, what should she expect from a guy, a person Warren? Obisami, son, obviously, what came into my mind was that she is dating and she is contemplating, or they are contemplating settling, and she wants to be sure it's only a mistake. So I decided to give her some pointers. Then immediately I just decided, say, Mamin Bisano, what does she expect herself? What do you expect to see in Obi or person Warren? Then she started giving me a list of the things she expects to see in a man she wants to settle with. So Kasari, when I'm beside say, I suppose say you are in a relationship. Or say, and I'm beside say, how long have you been in that relationship? And okay, almost 3 years. And I'm beside say, so all the things that she has enumerated, obviously there are things she wants to see, and they did not seem far-fetched. They weren't exaggerated. They weren't too far-reaching. They're normal, logical things to expect from anybody in a relationship. Has marriage as a prospect. What kind? And I'm saying, what do you see those things in the guy now? The first thing I can, so obviously, the shows that she's not seeing those things in the guy she wants to settle with. In no mean thing than marriage. So I told her the itself is a huge answer. So I would advise you to advise yourself. And she was like, "Oh, they've been together for a while." She was giving me reasons to validate her denial, and I told her I cannot validate your denial. What you're seeing now is what you will see in excess in marriage. And say, Oba, wo no bi wo ho na de wo pese ohun. I ma wo won beje. Na say ohun a, don't rush into it because of say matnache. Our is longer than dating. Na say even dating, ni oye no we you think say you married na better say. And then she also said something. I say she's contemplating getting pregnant for him. Hey, madam, to validate what? Listen, I keep telling us say, or buy a garden. A bema is a tiller of the garden. If the person is going to till your garden, even before the garden starts, doesn't show prospect of being a green farmer. After you have forced the person to own your garden, you think you'll be able to tell it for you. Oh, gardener, I abandon my food. Garden do how but you know how to say in sundown. A lot of women, their gardens will not tell us because they saw that the tiller isn't ready. Circumstances or situations surrounding the creation of a garden was not ready. Of manning and keeping a garden were not viable. But they still, for all the reasons that they can give you, they still went into it. The circumstances around people's experiences can cause them to change a little bit. And it takes a strong person or no to be telling a garden, I will bring any sort of tell a garden. No, you're not a teller, but you force yourself to become a teller. You force yourself to man your own garden because you didn't pay close attention. You didn't do diligence in selecting your teller. It's a disaster. I say it's a ticking time bomb ready to explode. No, so maybe he will change. He won't change, please. He won't change. They rarely do. We rarely do. Nobody's going to change for you. Now, even po, only be kwatana se only be kopopra. Na se who knew maybe a pekra. Don't you know that after you have married, their personalities can change based on circumstances they find themselves in, workplaces, the groups they associate with, or no one awakening experience will change their perception to level, change their idiosyncrasies, which will affect their relationship with you. Even after you saw everything you thought was real, was good with them. Now, Obia, well, and I told her, I said, don't rush at all into creating something a better nightmare because at this point things was from our embrace. So no. All right, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. After you are married, you'll understand. And yet all that. There are not, a number of people want to divorce, but they are still sitting there for lots of reasons, viable reasons. And your mom choice, and you cannot even falter them yet. Not in the long and short. But and then also there are people who are really, really enjoying their marriages. It will shock you. But before I be Roman, make sure that all conditions are viable for you. Ebema with peace of mind. I am my own second guess yourself in the marriage. Did I make a right choice? Did I choose? As you are in it in the dating, be when my cancer is be when you